In example 2, we are using the same data from example 1, but this time we need to construct a 99% confidence interval for the population mean of all differences x minus y. So before we can find the confidence interval, we'll need to find the margin of error. The margin of error is equal to the critical value times the standard deviation of the differences divided by the square root of the sample size. So we don't know that critical value, so we'll have to find that. 99% confidence interval, so that means that there's 99% in the center. That means that we have 0.005 in each tail. The sample size was 6, so the degrees of freedom is 5. And using table A3, you should find that the critical value is 4.032. So now we can start substituting numbers into the margin of error formula. The critical value we just found is 4.032. The standard deviation we found in part A, that was 3.3. The sample size is 6. And now we have to work that out, and we have to figure out where we want to round E. Well, the confidence interval, we want to round to one more decimal place than the original data. So we want to round the confidence interval to 1 decimal place. So the margin of error, we want to round to 1 decimal place beyond that, or 2 decimal places. So working this out and rounding to 2 decimal places, you should end up with 5.43. The formula for the confidence interval is d bar minus e is less than the mean of the differences is less than d bar plus e. So d bar we also found back in example 1, and that was negative 0.5. The margin of error we just found, 5.43, is less than the mean of the differences. And on the right side we have negative 0.5 plus 5.43. So do the subtracting, do the adding. Keep in mind we want to round the final answer to 1 decimal place beyond the original data. So we want to round to 1 decimal place. We should end up with negative 5.9 is less than the mean differences is less than 4.9.